Good morning again, year ones. We are doing fractions now. You have 2 worksheets on that. This one, and I'll just turn over that you can see the next page. This one. Okay, what you do is you have to cut out everything. You cut out all your circles and you cut out on the lines, all the lines. Okay, and keep this stuff together that you don't get confused. Do the same here. Cut out all your circles, cut out all the lines, keep it together. Cut out your circle, this circle and your lines. Keep it together. Same here, this is a half a circle. Okay, and you cut out this half circle and cut the line. Keep this also together. Right. I am now not going to cut out for you because I have to hold my cell phone in the one hand in order to take this video. What I have though is wooden blocks of circles, which are fractions. There they are. Okay, this one is 1 whole. Can you see there the number 1? It says that's a whole, 1 whole, like you have 1 whole apple or 1 whole orange. Okay, here we have 2 halves, 1 half and another half. Okay, and if you put them together, what do we get? We get 1 whole again. Look there, I can put it on top and it shows you 1 whole again. So 2 halves, can you see that? 2 halves is 1 whole. Remember, if you cut this whole, this one, in exactly the middle, you cut it exactly in the middle, then you get these 2 halves. 1, 2, 2 halves. Okay, the 2 here at the bottom, that number, tells you how many pieces you have, equal pieces. And the one at the top just says it's 1 half and another 1 half. Okay? 1 half and 1 half makes 1 whole again. Do you understand? Right, now let's go to the next one. We do not have 1/3 or 3/3 on our page, but I can just tell you about it. This is the same as when you have at the beginning 1 whole. Now, that is very difficult actually to cut it in third, but if you do these lines up to there, down there, and down there, they have to be equal. All 3 have to be equal. Look, I'm going to put them on top of each other. And then we can see they are really, really cut very neatly and they are equal. Each one is the same size. There's no one that is bigger or smaller. Right. Now, if we have these 3 lines that we have cut, then we get 3/3. 1, 2, 3/3. Okay. Good. The same is with quarter. Now, at the beginning, it's 1 whole. There you have it. If you cut it in the middle and again in that middle, what do we get? We get 1, 2, 3, 4 equal pieces. We call them quarters. In other words, when we count them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. 4 quarters. So now when you have cut yours out, you can play a game with your brother, older brother and sister, or you can ask mommy to ask you questions about this, like a little quiz. For instance, mommy says, can you put say for instance the half down and show of your cuttings that you have cut out the quarters that will be now the same size as the half, how many quarters will you have? Okay, then you take your quarters. Here it is. Here's a half. You take your quarters. Start packing them. 1 and 2. Yay! Then you can tell mommy 1/2 equals the same as 2 quarters. Can you see that? 1/2 equals the same as 2 quarters. Let's do that again. Look there, they fit perfectly. But will 2/3 fit on there? Let's try. Can you see? No, it won't. Let's just see. No, not in a million world it will fit on there. No, that won't work. So these are too big. These fit perfectly. Now we can play another game. Mommy can say how many halves is the same as 4 quarters. How many halves is the same as 4 quarters? So what you can do with your paper cuttings, you can put your 1/2 on the 2 quarters and the other half on the other 2 quarters. So how many halves are the same as 4 quarters? 2 halves. Yes. And if mommy is asking you, how much are 4 quarters? How much are they? And you say, oh, mommy, I know. You take your circle and you put it on top and you say 1 whole. 1 whole equals 4 quarters. Or you do the same with 2 halves. Mommy is asking, how many halves is 1 whole? You can put your whole on there and you see how many halves? 2 halves. You do exactly the same with your 8ths. Okay? These are called 8ths. So if mommy asks you, how many 8ths would fit in 1 whole? Place them there. Play puzzle and count them. They will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8ths. Yes. Now, look at your circle of the 8ths. Look what I'm doing now. Okay? This is now smaller, of course, but if you have yours and you pack them, this is a quarter there actually, and this will be also a quarter. So, 4 8ths. Here are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 8ths equals your 2/4, or 2 quarters actually. Your 2 quarters. But if you take your other quarters and you place them there, remember you have to take your paper quarters and you place them there. Then 4 quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8ths. Okay, play a game with that. Play a little bit around and experiment a little bit. Ask mommy to ask you different questions and make it interesting and have fun. Thank you very much. Goodbye.